Hello, hello, hello. My name is YEWANDE ADEKOYA. Welcome to Reality Check with YEWANDE. How are you doing today? Today we're going to be talking about how to handle disappointment and rejection on our program. Okay, this program comes up every week to educate and talk to SMEs or small businesses that are just coming up, to help their businesses, to help them face whatever challenges they might be going through in getting their business to another level. So I welcome you. If there's anyone that you think that needs to know about this, you can share with them. If you have any contribution, please drop it in the comment section so that other people can learn as well. So like I said, today we're talking about disappointment and rejection in business, how to handle it. Have you ever had rejection? Have you ever had any promise and somebody promised you and you were so sure and the person did not eventually fulfill it? How did you feel? What did you do? These are the things that we need to know today and as relating to our businesses, because they will come. They will come. And the dictionary meaning for disappointment is sadness or displeasure caused by non-fulfillment of one's hope and expectations. We all have expectations. You are expected to have, by now, to have written your goals and, to have planned them out, had strategies, had clients, that you were working with, and for one reason or the other, something might go wrong. So all of us have expectations, but there's always this but sometimes, and that's the way life is generally. That's the way life is. You always have to, know life is like this, up and down, up and down. And so if you are telling me that YEWANDE, I've never had any cause to be rejected or to be disappointed in my business, that I will tell you to check your business out. There must be something that you're doing that either you're not doing it right, because every business, ask every successful man, has their days of challenges. There are days of disappointment. There are days of rejection. There are days where they feel like they can't go on anymore or feel discouraged or, things like that. It will always come. So this is not the issue of will you have disappointment or will you have any rejection in your business. That's not the topic, because it will come. But what we're talking about is how you're going to deal with it. So a lot of us, especially in the last few months, things have really happened to shake a lot of businesses. Or even if it's not your business, maybe your clients, some people that you have really banked on for businesses, you banked on that something will happen and your business will move to another level. And during this period, a lot of businesses will move on. So things might shake you. And then you might get a lot of disappointments and a lot of rejections because of it, some knowingly, some unknowingly. So how do you react, especially in your area of business? It can be a very painful experience, when you have deployed time, you have talked, you followed up, you've deployed time, you deployed money in that aspect, and nothing is forthcoming, or at the dying minute you got that shock news of, we're sorry, we cannot do business with you for now, we're sorry, we can't buy that product. It will happen, it will come. So in this last quarter of the year, as you run around doing your business, following up on your strategy, just have it at the back of your mind that is part of business and it will come. And when it comes, what are you supposed to deal with it? So, if we're not careful, most of this disappointment and rejection can even affect the self-esteem of, the convener, your business. You're the business owner. So for anything that affects you might affect your business and all that. So you have to be extra careful. So what do I say? What are the things that, I recommend? It's okay to acknowledge that feeling of disappointment and that feeling of rejection. Because some people will say, oh, that's fine. And they go and they say that, yeah, it didn't hurt me. Sometimes there are some that will really, really hurt. But So you take your time. Take up time, 5-10 minutes. You can feel bad. You can cry in your closet. You can really feel bad, feel hurt. It's okay to acknowledge it, because some people, if you bottle it up, it might just cause health issues. It might just, just be piling up, and the time you will explode, it won't be good for you. So you need to acknowledge that you feel hurt at that time, that this has affected you, because really and truly, if you have nurtured a business relationship or something and it doesn't go through, you will feel bad. It's just like, husband and wife, they want to get married and then somebody says not ready to marry again. You will feel bad, but you're supposed to take time out to acknowledge it. However, do not dwell too much in it, because if you wallow too much in your disappointment and in your rejection, it could lead to self-doubt, discouragement, depression, and even giving up. So you should not stay too long on that area of saying, oh, this has happened to me. Oh, sometimes the disappointments come as a blessing in disguise. Sometimes they are just for you to learn. So please acknowledge it, and then don't dwell too much on it, because if you're a business person, that's why we encourage that you should have as many clients as possible. You should do more, because you cannot rely too much on man. It's only God that does not change. Men change, circumstances change them. For example, pandemic might have affected one of your clients, and then you are banked so much on moving to another level in your business with that, and then it fails. So what do? So you should not wallow too much in that disappointment. You shouldn't wallow too much in that pain, because it will depress you. You need to just acknowledge that this has happened and take the lessons from it, and then you move on. It is very, very important for us to know. Thank you very much for all those that are joining us live and those that are going to replay later. I appreciate you. It is very, very important that we know that disappointment and rejections come. They will come. But when they come, you acknowledge it. You feel bad. It is only normal, but don't dwell too much on it. Look at what it is that it has brought. Now you see it, you can see it as a blessing. It's tough, but those are the things that we teach ourselves. Those are things that we need to know. How do you deal with disappointment? Everyone experiences this thing of disappointment and downtime and failures in their businesses. But the way we react to it matters. So people, the successful people, the difference is that they react to it in another way. But some other people, especially businesses that are just coming up, you can take it so bad that it can even affect the whole of their businesses. So like I said, number one, you acknowledge the situation. Number two, you take time out to learn the experience. Okay? Nothing dying for you. You cannot die. It has not happened before. It's a lie. It has happened before. There's nothing that is that's happening to you that is not common to man. God will always find a way of escape. For those of us of faith that know, there will always be a way of escape. So there's nothing happening in your business now that maybe even if everything comes down, you can build again. The same person that did it, God helped you to do it. It can happen again. So don't give up. That spirit, that's what helps, everybody to even be successful. Every business person has faced his or her own form of disappointment or rejection. Okay, so it is time you take time out to learn from the experience. What was it that I did right? What was this that I did wrong? What happened? What could have happened? What are the things that I need to learn from this? So you ask yourself those questions. You take time out to have a reflection. So it's not wallowing in the sadness anymore. It is, what have I done wrong? What do I learn from this? What do I need to do to move to another level? What do I learn from this? Okay, so any disappointment that comes, and I always say that sometimes those clients, it can be on purpose or unknowingly. We need to learn. We need to know that we should stop taking things personal. Business is not to be so taken personally. It happens. Don't be too emotionally attached. It is one of those days at work. So if you do it like that, it will not really affect you, and then you will have a clear head to be able to move on with your business. So ask the questions. What are the things that I did that, you know, I could have done better at that particular time? And if you are rejected, I always tell a lot of my people, my mentees and all that, it is not you that is being rejected. Some of those people, they react based on their situation. So it's not that they're rejecting you. They're reacting based on their situation. So don't take it personal. And the fact that you approach someone to do a business with you and they said no, does not mean the end of the world. The no might be not right now. The no might be I can't afford it. And the no might be, oh, I don't want to do that. So we need to know how to handle this, because some of us, in our bids to move to the end of the year, we're really working and all that, and we're expecting a lot of people, you know, to respond. I'll tell you my own. I have 90% rejection in my line of business. 90%. That's a whole lot. And I'm still here. But the truth is that 10% that I have is what I am looking for. So I already have it. I already know that it's a game of numbers for me. That's why the more the clients you reach out to, the more relationship you build, the better for you. Because really and truly, people can disappoint. Okay, I hope you are getting value from this. If you have any question, please drop them down. If you have any contribution if you have had any form of rejection or disappointment and you were able to handle it, please drop it in the comment section so that someone else can also learn from it, and I can also learn from it as well. There's a great man says, there's a quote from a great man, Robert Kiyosaki, says, the size of your success is measured by the strength of your desire and how you are able to handle disappointment along the way. Handling of disappointment and rejection is also part of the learning of the success curve. You know, failure and all that, it's also part of it. So I'm not saying a negative thing. I'm not praying that your business will go down and all that. But don't come into a business and be building and expect everything to be all rosy. It is part of life. It is a way of knowing how to do it, especially the first 5 years of doing your business. The way you handle it will show your measure of success. The same way two people, I'll just use this example, two people, maybe they're laid off from the job, and one goes home and says, oh, this is the end of the world, and all that, I might commit suicide. And another person will say, oh, thank God, you know, it happened for a reason. Now it's time to move to somebody else, something else. Oh, now it's time to even work on my skills. Now it's time to work on this and all that. The same situation, but two people reacted in different ways. So my take on this is that you need to react positively. You feel bad as a human being, that's fine, but then don't dwell too much on it. You move on. You ask the question of how you can do it better. What are the lessons you need to learn from this, and then you move on. Okay. Also, clarity. So there are some situations that are out of your control, especially for the business. If it's for a client and you've spoken to the client, and you'll be rejected or disappointed, it does not mean that you should stop the relationship with the client. You can maybe give a space or tell them, keep in touch. Just keep in touch. I'm telling you that some clients will be so amazed and shocked at how you are able to take your business, which makes it more professional. You know, if you don't take things so personal and you are able to still relate to them one way or the other, because you can never know. We all have clients. We all have people for one reason or the other. You might see that the client is for now, and then the plan that God has for you is that the client is for later when you already have that relationship. So keep the relationship going. Okay? It will help with your clarity, so you know how to do things better, how to relate with others, and how not to. Focus on your modification. So if you find out that maybe it's a process of what you are doing that, you know, something somehow has gone wrong, you begin to work on yourself. Disappointment is a feedback. Yes, I see that. Osege says disappointment is a feedback. So you see, don't take it personal. Take that disappointment and turn it around and work on it. Work on this disappointment that you have seen. It's like a feedback. It's like you don't see yourself. People see you. You don't know. You can even ask. Sometimes you go ahead and ask, is there any reason why you don't want this? Is there any reason why? So that you're not saying it because you want to, you want You want to be able to know how to work better. Tell them it's a feedback. Is there any way we can serve you better? Is there any other thing we would have done better? This will help your business move to another level. It will help your professionalism in your business. It will help you not to have high blood pressure in doing business. Because really and truly, things will happen. I mean, things will happen that will shake, especially those that are building their businesses. But you must have that mind that this business will grow with or without anybody. There's nobody. It is God that we all look up to. It's the one that's giving you the idea to be able to start up the business. And as you go along, things will happen. You know, I'm not preaching, but you know, it says in this world, there's trials and tribulation, but be of good cheer. I've overcome the world. Even spiritually, that is there. It's saying that there is ups and downs. Things, you will face things. You will face challenges. So the same thing I tell you in the business, you will. And it's not a prayer. It's not that you will now be thinking of challenges. No, 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 no. It is a stepping stone. You should always see it as a stepping stone. Anytime there's anything that, you know, you get this form of rejection, form of setback, you look at it, acknowledge it, and then you move on. You take it as a stepping stone and move to the next level. Okay? The scientist that did the bulb thing, his name has escaped me now, the popular scientist that said, you know, that did the bulb, the lighting, and he did it for 999 times before he could get it. You know, imagine if he had stopped after 10 times or after 20 times, maybe lights will not have come through him. It might come through somebody else, but not through him. But he kept on at whatever it was. He didn't take it personal. He had a passion for his business. And that's what I tell you, and I'm going to encourage you, whatever business you're into, ensure that you have a passion for it, because there will always be moments that you don't feel like it. But at that moment, you remember that you need to continue with your baby. You continue to grow like you have children. That it's not every time you're always happy with all your children do, but you're always there for them. You still nurture them, and then you will continue to teach them the right way to go. And the same thing for you. You are nurturing your business, and as you nurture it, things come. And please don't give up. Once you give up, then you've already failed. So even sometimes some disappointment and rejection lead to failure, but all of them put together, for me, is a stepping stone. And I've had my fair share of it. Like I said, I've had 90% of rejection and disappointment in my line of business, but that 10% is what has kept me going. If I decide that I will, you know, focus on the 90%, then I will not be able to move on. I hope you are getting things from this. If you have any question, please drop for me. So, like, another thing that I put down is that whatever you are feeling concerning whatever situation that might have happened, it will pass. There's a saying that tough times don't last, but tough people do. A lot of us have gone through this year 2020. Like a coach of mine was saying that, you know, the year 2020 has January, February, and pandemic. That's the whole of year 2020, you know. But all in all, tough times don't last. You mean we went through 5 months of staying at home, thereabout, and we're still here. You are still here. You still have that opportunity, even if you feel like your business is not where it should be. You are still here. So you should have a heart of gratitude. Have a heart of gratitude. That's another thing I'm going to leave with you. If you are grateful for what you have been able to get, that even though your business is not where it's supposed to be, you've faced a lot of things that have happened, but you're still here. So you are here, you are listening to me. I've been sent to you to tell you that whatever disappointment or rejection you have right now, or whatever feeling you have right now, it will not last. It will pass. And tough times don't last. It is tough people that will. And tough people are people that you see a lot of things and you are able to manage it. You are able to handle it. Okay? I hope to hear from you. If you have any questions, let me know. Next week we'll be dealing more on questions on how, whatever issues that you have concerning your business, I'll be willing to take on questions. So I'll put that out there so that I can help we can help ourselves in getting this done. Okay? How to deal with disappointment. It will always come. Rejection will come, especially even if you put in time and money. You know, other people will disappoint you, partners will disappoint you. You yourself will feel bad, you know. As in, you can disappoint yourself in a way, but you can pick your business up. You can pick yourself up again, and then you move to another level. I hope, you've been able to learn one or two things from me. I brought up this topic as a result of some people in the course of the week that were lamenting and reached out to me, and I was able to help them through their situation. And I came out here to talk to some people that might be going through one challenge of one form of rejection or disappointment or failure of the other, for you to know that it is normal in business. And if you want to be successful, the way we measure your success is how you are able to handle the rejections and the disappointment. I have a book. Yes, I have a book that I've written, and it is called Better Than You Know. You can download it on my website, www.yewandeadekoya.com, or you can follow me. You can follow me on my Facebook. Send me a chat, and I'll be willing to answer you. This book will help you to know. I spoke specifically about disappointment, failure, and rejection in the book, and how it has helped me, to be able to move to another level, and it can help you as well. Please feel free to reach out to me. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Move ahead, even in spite of you will make it. We will make it. 2020 can still be a wonderful year for us. We still have 3 months to go. You can decide on what you want. You can dwell on the past, or you can decide to face the future. Thank you so much for coming online. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. Bye.